Right. Okay, cool. Right. After months of this siege, the Sprawl's resources, namely its food stores, have reached a new dangerous low. If a guard discovers any means to improve our dwindling food supply, you ought to contact either myself or Lieutenant Stryker. Failure to contact leadership will be reflected in your star ranking. Okay, food supply. Ash or Stryker. Any individuals or groups coming from outside the Sprawl who will burden our meagre food supply are to be carefully vetted. Like with item 1, the decision to admit anyone who fits this description should be run by either Ash or me. Okay. Best of luck for those becoming responsible for drafting individuals to service on the front lines. Remember, there's always more than meets the eye, and although it may seem like sending more people to the fray is the right idea, that's not always the case. Hey, Gardos, I'll be breaking in a new assistant down here in the dungeon. Go easy on him if you get him when you call. Okay. Right. I've got 12 of these. Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is this the place where a fella could sign up to join that war that's going on?
Hi.
It is. Why? Do you know someone who's looking to sign up?
Sure do, ma'am. His name is Elmer John, and you're looking at him. I'm talking about me, ma'am.
I get that.
Yeah, I got that.
Me and Lil, we know. Okay, right. Talk to him.
Now, what's a guy like you doing wanting to fight in a war like this?
I fight for one thing and one thing only. My one and only love, Glory Ann.
Who or what is Glory Ann?
She's my sweetheart back home.
And does Glory Ann feel the same way about you?
She sure does. At least, I thought she did.
Oh. Do we just talk more? Do we talk more or truth serum? Or hit him with the whip? I'm gonna talk more first.
Dish the details, Elmer. What happened?
Well, you see, ma'am, how it is like... It's like this, you see. It all happened this way, it was.
Elmer, faster with the dishing.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's just all too painful to talk about. We were engaged to be married, and I caught her in the arms of another man, my neighbor Bosco.
How dare she?
I know!
So you're heartbroken and running away to war?
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna hit him with the whip.
Gah! What'd you do that for?
If you think that's scary, just wait until you find out what they got in store for you on the battlefield.
Do you think it'll be scarier than that loud whip noise?
Yes.
You're not really the soldier type, are you, Elmer?
Yeah, I think that was the best
No,
choice.
ma'am. Never raised a fist in my life. But once I saw my sweetheart Glory Ann in the arms of that other man, my neighbor Bosco, fighting was the only thing I could think of.
So you fought him?
Are you crazy? He's so much bigger than me. I ran away to fight for and against people I don't really know.
Yeah, no. He's not soldier material, I don't think.
I don't think I can, in good conscience, send you to the front, Elmer. Go home, find Glory Ann, and talk to her.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I was making one of those, what do you call it, hasty decisions I always make.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
go home and see my Glory Ann, who I caught in the arms of another man, and I'll make the biggest apology banner anybody ever saw.
What's an apology banner?
It's the easiest way to say you're sorry. So long, ma'am. You take care now. Glory Ann, I'm a-comin'.
I hope that was the right decision. Give me multiple stars. Okay, I don't get this.
It's you again. I
Hello.
remember you, the miserable wretch who saw to me the last time I came to this repulsive, simmering carbuncle of a city.
I remember you too. You're that unpleasant, obnoxious Ebenezer Scrooge knockoff.
Yes, we have met.
Okay, what do you want,
It is my
man?
intention to go straight to the bank of the Sprawl and have my substantial monies removed from this sinking barge of a city before the banks are overrun, or worse, sacked. Mr. Dunn just needs to hear my confirmation number, and I will have my fortune sheltered in a more rich, people-friendly nation.
You really think the people of the Sprawl are dumb enough to sink their own bank?
Inevitably, people flock to BS at the first real sign of danger.
I don't think this is a good idea to let him in. I might truth spray him.
Honestly, what does it all matter anyway? I've spent my entire life accumulating one of the largest fortunes in the Sprawl, but what good is it without my darling whelp?
Oh, mate.
If only I could speak with him again. I could leave all this money behind if it would get me back my whelp.
He's with Malcolm. He's with Malcolm. He's with Malcolm. Let's...
This is the dungeon of Malcolm the Great?
Just read the cards!
Oh, okay. This is the dungeon of Malcolm the Great. May I take a message?
Wait, who is this?
Who is this?
As well.
Lil.
Oh, Lil! It's me, Whelp!
I thought so. Listen, there's someone here I think would like to speak with you. Go ahead.
Whelp? Is it really you?
It is, Your Grace.
Love is real.
Whelp, I never thought I'd see you again.
Love is real.
Well, we are on the phone.
How are you? Have you been treated poorly?
No one ever treated me as poorly as you, sir.
I miss you, Whelp.
I miss you too, sir.
Come, run away with me. We can leave this war behind us and start again with all of my money.
Sir, I never cared a jot for your money. I only wanted to be with you.
Oh, Whelp, my heart sings. No matter what happens to me now, I will dedicate my remaining life to you.
And what about your remaining money?
I'll donate it to the poor. Just kidding, but I won't take it away with me today.
Excellent.
Good enough. Get in there and reunite with your friend.
True love conquers all. Love is real. Hello.
Where is he? Where's that meek little slunk of a man?
Glory
I have
Ann?
no idea what you're talking about.
Did a hopelessly heartbroken fella by the name of Elmer John come by this way? Spouting a crazy notion like running off and joining the army?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Oh, Elmer John, what have you done? Tell me, did you allow that fool to throw his life away over nothing?
I
No.
don't know if I'm allowed to tell you or not.
I have to know if you sent him off to war, because if you didn't send him, then I'd like you to send me to get as far away from that fool as possible.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Okay.
I take it you're Glory Ann.
That's me, Glory Ann.
Okay.
Same Glory Ann that was caught in the arms of another man?
It's not what it looked like. And if Elmer John had stuck around for more than a second, I could have explained that to him.
I'm gonna trust her.
And you're sick of these lunk-headed men getting all hot and bothered and making hasty decisions over something that could have been settled by a rational conversation?
Exactly.
Exactly. Amazing. Okay, right.
Even if that fool Elmer John is drafted as well, and he's there waiting for me with his big dumb eyes and his cutie pie dimples, it won't matter. He won't be able to smooth talk his way back into my heart after doing something so stupid like running off and joining the war.
He didn't.
At
though.
this point, it doesn't matter if you let him in or not. Either way, I've made up my mind.
Okay.
Love that fierce determination. But you really don't want to know if he was drafted? What if he's at home waiting for you with a big old apology banner that says, "I'm a fool, take me back"?
He's run out of apology banners this time. Him and his suspicious mind. Not to mention the wartime measures prohibiting the sale of fabric for such frivolities.
Frivolities. Love it. Okay. How many more people do we have to do? I also feel like I want to truth serum this bitch. Ah, man. But then I'm out of truth serum. Maybe I'll just talk to her one more time. Yeah, talk to her one more time.
Glory Ann, I gotta know, did Elmer John really find you in the arms of another man?
That's only what Elmer thought he saw. It all started when that big loud Bosco from 2 houses over came round like he always does to try to court me again. I explained to him that Elmer John had asked for my hand and that I had said yes. And then Bosco explodes and says he's gonna smash Elmer's head like a jug. So I lunged at Bosco to hold him back. The big brute! That's what Elmer saw, and the next thing I know, he's crying about going off to war.
Yeah, I believe
Sounds
her.
like before you go and do the same thing, Elmer's gone and done and run off with a hurt heart. Maybe y'all should be slowing your ride and talking it through too. Am I right?
Why are you talking like that?
I thought you wanted to.
I sure don't. Can you just do me a favor and do the opposite of what you did for him, for me?
Yeah,
That's
I
confusing,
can.
but okay.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. It's what she
Now,
wanted.
I'm not doing this because I drafted Elmer John and I want you two to be together.
I understand.
And I'm not doing this because I didn't draft Elmer John and I'm trying to keep you two apart.
Understood.
I'm doing this because I think you'd make a mighty fine soldier, soldier. You're drafted.
Okay, hi, Goblin. Hi.
Oh, hello, Lil. Isn't it an absolutely beautiful day? Sun's shining, birds chirping. Why, a gobbo could almost sing about it.
Who are you?
That cuts me deep, Lil. It's me, Julian, aka Magnus the Magnificent's magnificent lower half.
Oh,
We ate
okay.
orange slices together?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Any individuals coming from out the store will be carefully vetted. Okay.
I'm just coming from a conference of GLA members from different nations looking to help each other out.
The GLA sounds like it's thriving.
It sure is. We made some major inroads with a sympathetic group of Petrardian miners. They've offered to dig tunnels that will bring food to the Sprawl without anyone knowing.
Oh, shit.
I hope we can get these plans to Queen Desdemona for her stamp of approval. Then we can get things underway.
That's good for the Sprawl.
You should take these to the Queen.
I'm on my way there now.
Forces also featuring God discovers any means to improve our. Yeah, I know. I see it. But if a god discovers any means to improve our dwindling food supply, you will need to contact myself or Lieutenant Stryker. We've got to do it.
Tunnel plans to increase our dwindling food supplies. Let him in post-haste. Let him in.
Yep, okay.
The city's best and brightest will go over the map and construction will begin in no time. We have food! We have food! Well done, child.
I'm just gonna let him in.
Lil, it is always a pleasure.
Julian, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Do you really mean that?
Yes, I do.
I sincerely do. Keep up the great work, friend.
Thanks, Lil. You're one of the good ones.
Yes! Fucking yes! The tunnel plans are on the way. Soon there'll be more food for the people of the Sprawl. Well done. Okay. Hello?
Hey, Lil. Listen, I wanted to say I know things must be tough for you with Hamish out on the front lines and...
And what? The fact that I have to work a full-time job at age 12?
Yeah, that's gotta be tough.
And the fact that I live alone on top of a dive bar?
Well, you meet some interesting people.
And the fact that my dead mom's still dead?
Oof, yeah, that's pretty
Lil,
rough.
thick, Lil.
Well, if you ever need someone to talk to, you know where to find me.
I'm actually not sure I do know where to find you.
Oh, well, normally it would be at the barracks, but for the foreseeable future, I'll be running security for Her Majesty Queen Desdemona. After you finished your shift, Her Majesty and the Royal Consort have asked to see you.
Right.
Oh, Cecil. Once again, we dance this dance. You come to escort me to bigger and bigger meetings. I make fun of you. Quite the team we are.
I should have stayed in school. She's meeting with some high-ranking member of the Mages Guild to discuss battle strategy. To be honest, the guild hasn't been very supportive of how Her Majesty has handled things. She was looking for a bit of backup and wanted you specifically.
I can do that.
Well, she can count on me.
I can do that. I can
I
bitch
hope.
out a wizard.
I hope so too. The fate of the Sprawl may rest in your hands.
It always does, Cecil. I'll see you after my shift.
Great. Thanks, Lil. And if you write your dad, tell him we all wish him well.
I will.
I will. I know he'd love to hear it. See you later, Cecil.
familiar group of black-clad folk approached the shed, weeping and moaning. Who's died now?
You must help us, child.
We have been left without shelter. It's awful.
Scarborough has fallen.
That's 3 people burdening the... food supply. Let's talk to them.
The Duchy of Scarborough has been under constant siege for the majority of the war.
Okay.
Those bastards!
Quite. We finally had to flee. We couldn't stand it any longer. We've been without food for days. Yes, everyone is rather hungry.
I'm sure the Sprawl would have sent forces to help you if you had asked. I had no idea this was happening in Scarborough.
Yes, it all happened rather suddenly.
Shush, shush, shush. Laundry best kept in-house, Diddums. I still miss my beloved Sprankles. Boo-hoo!
I don't think this was the best thing to do.
I've been doing my best not to fantasize about poisoning my employer lately. Must not confess crimes, must resist child's powerful spray.
What crimes?
Excuse me, what?
All right, I did it. I lowered the bridge and let those...
Bastards?
Right, those bastards. I let them in. It was me. Oh, you sneak.
Okay.
You are hereby banished from the court of Scarborough.
Prince Phineas was right. Soon the entire Sprawl will fall to the might of the kingdom of Petrard. Oh, go away.
Okay.
Well spotted, Guardian.
Listen, I'm just doing my job.
And that's how you truth spray your way to success.
Excellent line, milady.
But that was... oh, never mind. Even with that settled, I'm still not sure what to do with these people.
We've got to call Striker, I think.
I spent a summer growing up in Scarborough. What happened there is a crying shame. While our food supplies remain dangerously low, with the tunnel operation unlocked thanks to you, we should just be able to feed everyone, including these refugees.
Okay.
You may let them in.
Cool.
Bless you, dear child.
Yes, thanks awfully. As I said, we are incredibly hungry.
There should be enough food for your people. We have a new plan to bring more into the Sprawl.
Regardless, you are a hero in the history of Scarborough. If our lands are ever restored to us.
Okay, you did the right thing in the previous turn. You're a master traitor and you were kind to refugees. 4-star. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, hello. Do you want to fight?
Where
You
do
look like
I
you want to fight.
enlist?
You look like you want to fight, mate.
You're there. Here.
Then what are you waiting for? Sign me up already. The name is Bosco. I heard that
Thinking-
lily-livered runt Elmer John came by this way, and I want to catch up with him so I can smash his head like a jug.
Okay, yeah, you're going to enlist you. We're going to enlist you,
You're
mate.
just the kind of guy we're looking for. But I'll need more than just a first name to sign you up.
Houlihan.
Bosco Houlihan.
Okay, Bosco Houlihan. And last thing, why do you want to smash Elmer's head like a jug?
Because he's a fool.
You said it.
Said what?
About Elmer smashing his head like a jug?
Because he ran away from that quality dame, Glory Ann.
Sure.
I'm just happy to enlist him straight away. I'm going to speak to him again.
So to be clear, you're mad that he ran away from Glory Ann?
Yes.
Because you wouldn't run away from Glory Ann if she wanted you.
Yes, but she's made it clear that she doesn't.
Oh, he understands.
This little drama is wrapping up quite nicely.
It will once I smash Elmer John's head like a jug.
Okay.
You must have smashed a lot of jugs in your day.
Yes, my father was a jugsmith, and I hated him.
Jugsmith?
The fuck is a jugsmith?
It's a real thing.
It's not a real thing. I think I'm good to just let you in. Go. Fight. Fight for the cause, my love.
Listen, Buster, we need you.
My name is Bosco,
I know.
but
Listen, Bosco, we need you.
okay, good. Look out, Elmer John. I'm coming to smash your head like a jug.
Yeah, go get him, if he's there. Honestly, I forget what I did with him.
Okay. I mean, we had a pretty successful score. Yeah, we did. Due to your exceptional job performance, you were paid 30 gold for this shift. Incredible. Okay, now we've got to go to the castle, right? The war room. I can't see what the achievements are that I'm getting, which is kind of disappointing. I suppose I could see them.
Which is exactly
4-star
why we
level
must
8.
start using them immediately.
Hello. Wizard.
The risk is too great.
We need more time to study the long-term repercussions.
A luxury we can ill afford.
Your Majesty, Lil has arrived.
Thank you, Cecil. Lil, thank goodness you're here. I've got a problem.
Music slaps.
You have an opportunity, Your Highness.
You know Tyronius Athanatos, I believe.
I do, yes.
I've had the pleasure, I guess.
Pleasure, question mark?
Yes, I remember this little guardsman.
And Dr. B. Have you met Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn, Lil?
I have.
I have. She works at the hole in the ground by the edge of town.
Yes, I mean, it's an archaeological dig site, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she's the one who gave me the chronometer 3000 on my first day.
Ah, so she does have access to power crystal technology.
Shit.
I might have known.
Wait, Lil has had access to power crystal technology this whole time? Maybe it's not as dangerous as we imagined. She seems fine.
We don't know that. It's still too early.
How long can we wait? How many brave soldiers of the Sprawl must give their lives before we use the tools we have available?
Let me fill you in on what's going on here. The Mages Guild feels that if they had access to power crystals, they could hold back the enemy and maybe even win the war outright.
That's gonna make the
Okay,
wages
so
feel
why
too
don't they go
powerful.
buy some? I know a guy in an alley. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. It's starting to sound weird.
They want all the crystals, access to every dig site and existing stockpile in order to amplify their power.
The good doctor could simply give us the blueprints. Or better yet, the working model the child has in her possession. This would allow our research to flourish in no time.
Dr. Beatrix feels that there are too many unknown variables to use it safely on a larger scale.
The Mages Guild is and always has been reckless. There's no way I'm handing my research over to you, not until I see the full effects on my human test guinea pig.
Yeah. Wait, what?
We both knew what this was.
Well, Lil, you've been using power crystals at the guard shed. What do you think? Are they too dangerous?
I don't know.
I don't know. How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm 12.
Thank you for your counsel. I always appreciate having multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions. I have made up my mind. Dr. B will continue to oversee Lil's progress with the Chronometer 3000, and it will stay out of the hands of the Mages Guild until we can be certain that it is safe to use in this war.
That's what I would have done. That is what I would have done.
Then at least allow the guild access to the Crystal Reserve for the sake of the Sprawl's future.
For the time being, the reserve shall remain under my control.
For the time being.
We're gonna have civil war.
My
on our
decision
hands
is
as well.
final, Tyronius. You will find that I am not as easily swayed by you as my father was.
Shit, son.
Thanks for your insight, Lil. I'm sorry to keep putting you in this position.
I didn't really do anything. Fireball Canyon, Caledon, Athkov, Petrard, Marvar, and the Sprawl smack dab in the middle. Oh, can we speak to the...
Why the princess listens to you, I will never understand.
Well...
It's like you're the only two people in the Dead Mums Club. My mother's terrible. That should count for something. Hopefully your words will not sway Desdemona on future matters.
Wow.
I'm glad calmer heads prevailed. At least for now.
It's fantasy. Everyone's got a dead mom.
I'm just here to support my lady love. This choice has been eating her up inside. It's an important decision, and I want to do anything I can to help.
I think she made a good choice. With you, I mean.
Okay. Did we speak to B? I don't know that we did.
I'm glad calmer heads prevailed. At least for now.
Okay.
Hey, you spoke well today, Lil. Wow, rude. I was instructed to tell you to go somewhere and do something, but now I'm not gonna.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, rude.
Shit. Okay, fine. Maybe we will go to Malcolm's office, because it feels like that's where it's telling us that we need to go anyway. Okay, there's no goblins in here anymore.
What I don't understand is why would they have summoned her to a meeting without us there? Where's the fun in that?
Without at least one of us there.
And we all know it should have been me.
You really believe that, don't you?
When it comes down to the serious, important things that affect this kingdom, I think they'd rather take advice from the strategic mind of a ranking military officer, rather than the 2 cents of a goofy, hopped-up lunatic with questionable taste in fashion, or a lousy court jester.
Ouch! We were both in the firing line on that one.
Well, all that being said, you still weren't asked to join said quorum, but she was.
Hi.
And she is here.
What?
She is here. She's here. Lil is here. I really have to work on my subtlety.
Fart jokes.
Ah, Lil, you're here. We heard you got summoned to talk to the Queen and her new choice of partner for some kind of special quorum?
How was it? Was it boring? What kind of boring things did they talk about while you were there?
I shouldn't
I
really
think if
say.
they wanted you to know what they talked about at the meeting, they would have invited you.
She won't tell us anything. She's as useless as you two are.
I
right
take
here.
offense to that.
Offense
right
to what?
here.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Can I go now?
You're dismissed.
Okay. I think I did the right thing by not telling them. Let's go to Garby's shop. I think I did the right thing by not telling them.
Welcome to Garby's Emporium of Wonder. Lil, about time you showed up. I've had every mage in town come by the shop today trying to buy up all the power crystals.
Really? You mean you don't have any left?
I wouldn't have if I didn't hide a few away for my best customer.
I'm your
gonna buy
only
some.
customer.
You were my only customer, but now that I cornered the mage market, I don't know if I'll be able to keep these crystals in stock.
Oh, crikey.
Well, the good ones anyway. The mages didn't seem to have too much interest in the cheapo ones. Hey, by the way, before you get to shopping, this blowtorch you sold me with Fossey carved onto it? I've had the hardest time selling it. Maybe you'll want it back. Might come in handy. And I'll sell it to you for just 4 gold.
Okay. I feel like that might be important. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Cool.
Lil, how goes the Battle of the Southern Gate?
Same old. How are things around here holding up?
Great. Business is better than ever. Something about war and the idea of impending doom really gets people out to the bar.
That's good?
You bet it is. If this keeps up, we'll finally be able to get this place up to code.
Then we can get rid of the rats.
We don't have rats. I mean, we do, but technically they have us.
Turns out they own the building and we just rent from them.
Bloody hell.
But if we make enough
Amazing.
money, we can buy out from under them. As far as landlords go, they aren't the worst.
I could do without all the hissing.
Hey, that reminds me. Lil, you got a letter in the mail.
How did that Never mind. A letter? From who?
From Hamish.
A letter from Dad? Gimme!
Hey, Sweet Pea, how's everything back home? I'm doing okay here. I've gotten to know a lot of the guys. Then when they don't come back from battle, I get the chance to get to know a few more. I miss you. I know you might be scared right now, but don't be. It'll take tougher stuff than this little war to do in your old dad. Please let me know that you're all right, or even if you're not. I need to hear how you're doing. I love you, Lil. Dad.
The heart at the center of this game.
Love you too, Dad. But what should I write back to him? If I tell him things are tough here, he might worry and get distracted in battle. But if I tell him I'm doing well, he might feel like I don't need him and then get distracted in battle. He's easily distracted. Oh boy, neither answer seems right.
Are you talking to me?
No.
Lil will write a letter that expresses her honest feelings about how difficult life is, things are for her. Are you sure? I am sure. Because she's 12.
There, that should do it. Hey, Arda, mind making sure this gets to where it needs to go?
Sure thing, Lil.
Anyone else here? Who are you?
Well, if it isn't my old pal Lil.
Oh, so now you remember me.
Always did, kiddo. Just had to play it cool while at my legitimate place of business. My former legitimate place of business, that is.
Oh no, what happened?
Why am I blanking on
Tough
this
to
bloke?
say, kid. Could have been any number of things. Change in management, downsizing on account of the war.
It was probably the illegal gambling operation you were running out of the concession stand.
Oh, it's a concession stand bloke. Thank you.
Tough to say,
Thank you,
kid.
game.
Regardless, I'm here on official bookie business. I've come to collect a debt from Hamish.
Sounds about right. How much does he owe you?
30 gold, and I've got the marker to prove it.
Sorry, I don't have that kind of money on me. Either come back tomorrow and I'll see if I have the money, or wait for Hamish to come back from the war.
Both those options sound lousy. Tell you what, let's forget the debt altogether. But tell Hamish I ain't taking any more of his markers. See you around.
Hi, old friend.
Lil, I'm being discreet. Isla bet me 5 gold that I couldn't steal a bottle of fizzy when Arda's distracted.
How are you planning to do that?
I figure if I wait long enough, one of the rats will bite her and she'll freak out and maybe run around a bit.
Solid plan.
Okay. Should I tell Art? Nah. Bed for Lil.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yep. Okay, reunited with his darling whelp, Grumplin T. Dankworth was a changed man. Together, the two travelled through Caladar, sailed Lake Inez, and even summoned in Fireball Canyon. He laughed as he had never laughed in all his days, and their nights were filled with food and wine, music and love. They ran, holding hands through fields of flowers. On one such sprint, Grumpkin clutched at his chest. His heart had overflowed. More accurately, he'd suffered a massive heart attack. Try as he might to revive his former master and now true love, Whelp was unable to resuscitate the old man. A simple funeral was held, and the widower Whelp counted himself lucky to have ever had such a love as this. As for his substantial riches, they were held by Mr. Dung, head of BS, until such time as Mr. Dankworth's will was read. The old man had donated the entirety of his fortune to the GLA. A small flower garden was built in his honour outside of their headquarters. Thanks to his timely arrival back in the Sprawl, Julian was able to prepare a lavish birthday party for his best friend Gary. Every goblin, troll, halfling, cyclops and mole person who was anyone was there. It was a bright spot in what had otherwise been a dark few months for the Sprawl. As a birthday present, Julian gave Gary a pure and refined power crystal that he received from the visiting miners. The glint of its unearthly glow reflected in Gary's eyes as he inserted the powerful crystal into his practice wand. He thanked Julian profusely for this most precious present. It never left his sight from that day on. Okay. The next day, Julian presented the plans he was carrying to the city council. These plans detailed an extensive tunnel system to be dug beneath the walls of the Sprawl, which would allow food to be secretly and safely moved into the Sprawl right under the enemy's nose. After a short period of deliberation, the council realised just how hungry they all were and unanimously approved the plan. Someone will be arriving to start digging up the tunnel system soon, but it's all on the up and up and pretty hush-hush. The Duchy of Scarborough. With new plans for bringing food into the city working their way through the bureaucracy of the Sprawl, there were enough rations for the refugees from Scarborough to eat, and a space was made for them at the refugee camp, springing up down at the docks. The Duchess was not impressed by her new surroundings, but to be honest, she's a very difficult person to please. Swift justice was visited upon the traitor who lowered the drawbridge of Castle Scarborough in the middle of the night, allowing the enemy to enter and take control of the duchy. The villain was hanged in the town square. Brutal? Certainly. But this is war and it's better to be safe than sorry. Plus, it made for a fine day's entertainment, as there are no video games in the Sprawl to keep people amused. I love it. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. We should be able to... Oh, shit. A Praetorian invasion force easily overpowered the garrison stationed at the Sprawl's secret Western food depot. The enemy was ordered to burn all of the Sprawl's reserve food stores, not even taking any for their own but famished population. Our troops were not only defeated but humiliated and mostly dead. Although she was a capable soldier in her own right, Glorianne was distracted by Bosco's constant advances. In an attempt to win her over with a show of bravery, Bosco took down a dozen of soldiers single-handed. Unfortunately, they were all Sprawl sort forces, which was a real shock to morale, leading to the Sprawl surrender that night. Shit. Once Elmer John returned home, he bought a guitar, learned to play it, and wrote sad country music songs. Nobody liked them, and he gave up playing the following year. Shit.